This training focuses on using CogAT's Data Manager testing platform. If you do not have an account, contact the District Assessment Director to have an account created for you. The link shown here is how you get to the platform, but it is much simpler to just Google Riverside Data Manager to find the link. The screen you see here is the home page for CogAT's Data Manager testing platform. We will review each of the tabs on this page, explain the process for creating sessions, and the process for administering the test for the sessions you have created. Notice that on the right side there are links for the most common actions used in CogAT test administration. As a proctor, the link proctoring is your starting point to administer a test that is already set up and ready to go. Clicking on the proctor link from the landing page brings you to this page where all tests that have been created are listed. You will add to this list as you create specific sessions for your school or classroom. You will find the test that you are going to administer in the first column if it has been created. In the column second from the left, you will find the session code that students will need to start the test. This is the code that you will write on the board for students to use when logging in. Once you have chosen the test to be administered, there will be a new tab next to the Manage tab that will have the name of the test you selected. Clicking the Test Name tab will allow you to see the students' names as they log into the session. Once all students have logged into the test, you will see them populated in the Waiting for Approval part of this page. To verify all students are successfully logged in, make sure the count of students waiting for approval matches the number of students present for the test. After you have verified all students are waiting for approval, you will click the Approve All button and the test will start for all students. Let's go back to the home page for the Data Manager platform and review the different links available. This is the Administration link, where you manage people like adding students, teachers, and proctors, places, schools, and account, and the account settings. This is the Assessment link. This is where you create and manage test events and assignments. We will define these in the next 2 slides. A test event is a single assessment product. This is a district-wide test set up by the assessment department in the district office. This will be done 3 times during the year. For the first window, it's in November, December. The second window is February and March, and the third window is in July. A test assignment is a subset of a test event. A test assignment is the individual test session for each group in a building, such as a 3rd grade class in a school for CogAT Test 1, or it can be the entire grade 3 if all the 3rd graders in a school are tested at the same time in the same room, like the library or cafeteria. The creation of test assignments are completed at each individual building. For the screener, there are 4 separate sessions that will need to be created for each group to be tested. They are Getting Started, Verbal, Quantitative, and Nonverbal. This slide shows the proctoring scanning link and takes you to the same page as the proctor link on the right side of the home page. The proctor session page has several tabs including Manage, Session, Proctor-led, Multiple Self-Paced Sessions Merge, and Student Status. This is the proctor session page, which is the most important page you will access for its 3 established links. The first link is Manage, where you create new test sessions, and the tab also lists all test sessions that have been created with their session code. The second link is Add a Walk-in Student, which allows you to quickly add a student not currently listed. And the third link is the Student Lookup button to search for a particular student. The Manage tab is the link you will use most frequently when you select a session from the Manage list. A new tab with the session name will appear for that session next to the Manage tab. An important task is the creation of your sessions. This is completed in the blue box under the Manage tab. Each of the drop-down menus found in the blue box must be clicked, even though there are only one choice for each. Make sure you complete the selection. The session name is very important. Make sure that you select a name that is unique for the population you're going to test. If you're going to test an entire grade at the same time, use the school's name in the title. We suggest that you use the numbers 1 through 4 for each of the 4 parts of the screener, so that you know which order to offer the test. For example, Provost 1 for the Getting Started portion for all 3rd graders taking the Getting Started portion of the test at Provost, and Provost 2 for the verbal portion of the screener at Provost. If you are going to administer the test in separate classrooms, you might want to use the teacher's names as the name of the test session and the numbers 1 through 4. This slide shows a test session called CogAT Grade 6 that was selected in the Manage menu. This new tab provides information about the test session. The example here shows that CogAT Grade 6 is a self-paced, and the far right column gives the test session code as 8796904. It also provides a list of all students who have logged in and are waiting for approval, as well as the list of approved students. In this example, there are no students waiting for approval and no students that have been approved. When you select a session that is a proctor-led, you will see a screen similar to the one shown here. If you have selected a test that is audio self-paced, this tab will not exist. Instructions for the proctor are given in the yellow portion of this page. The part of the screen marked as 1 shows the directions you must read word for word as you administer the test. 2 shows how much time has elapsed. 3 provides the total number of students in the test session. 4 gives the names of students in alphabetical order by last name. 5 shows the question number the student is currently working on. 6 shows the student completion status for the current question. A green check mark indicates the student has answered the question. If test information is not displaying correctly in the directions for the administration area, click the refresh button found at 7. Have students log out of their Chromebooks in order to access the secure browser. On the bottom left of their screen, they will see the icon with an array of 9 squares. This is the application link. Some teachers refer to this as the waffle icon. Clicking on this icon will provide a list of apps, and they should click on the Riverside app. They will see the screen shown here on their Chromebooks. Instruct students to sign in using the right side of the screen, where there are 2 boxes that need to be filled. The first is the student ID number. This is their lunch number. The second number is the session code, and is found on the far right of your screen that opened when you selected the session. Write this number on the board for the students, and they do not need to enter the dash line. Once students have filled in both boxes and clicked on the Sign In button, they will receive a prompt asking them to verify they are the right person taking the test. If they see their name, they click Yes. If it is somebody else's name, they click No, and we need to verify they are using their lunch number and the correct session code as they attempt to log in a second time. As students successfully log in, your screen will populate with the names of the students in alphabetical order. Make sure that all students have logged in successfully. Count the students present in the classroom, and then match that count with the number of students waiting for approval shown at the top left of the first dark blue bar. Once all students are successfully logged in, click on the button Approve All to start the test for all students. You can monitor the progress of all students testing on the column on the right. Once all students have completed the test, click on the End Test button. Students have completed the session and are now able to repeat the process for the next session. You are able to pause a single student's test or all tests if necessary. In the area by approved students, click on the Pause All button. The students will see a confirmation box, and you should instruct them to click OK to resume a test. Click on the Resume All button and continue the testing. Going back to the landing page for the CogAT test, the Reports tab is used to view and analyze the results of your test. The final link we will discuss from the landing page for the CogAT test platform is the Help link. This is a very helpful link if you find yourself with a question. Remember, you can always call the District Assessment Director if you need help.